Demonstrators clashed outside SFO as President Xi arrived. The crowd included Hong Kong nationals and supporters of Tibet, there to protest China's policies and human rights record. There were also supporters of Xi waving Chinese flags to welcome them. Now, this comes as another protest is getting underway at Market and Powell Streets.
ABC 7 News reporter Suzanne Fon is live to explain how the city is getting ready for all these rallies. Suzanne.
Dan Alma, let me tell you, buses just started rolling again about a minute or two ago. I can tell you for at least 15 to 20 minutes, there were thousands of protesters that are blocking Market. They have since moved down Market towards the Embarcadero. And again, as I shared with you, the buses have started to roll again. Now, all these protesters are here calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. It's one of many protests during the week of APEC. On 3rd Street near Townsend in San Francisco, hundreds of Chinese Americans came out with flags.
It's very patriotic, for the Chinese community.
The hope to send a strong message welcoming Chinese President Xi Jinping.
All the Chinese people are very happy to see the President Xi will be here, and we'll have the meeting with the President Biden. And it's a sign of the improvement of relationship between China and the U.S.
Demonstrators from various social causes believe APEC is the perfect setting for getting their message across. The economic summit brings heads of states, CEOs, and lots of eyes from around the world. On Sunday, dozens gathered to demonstrate, starting at the Embarcadero and heading toward 5th Street and Moscone. On Monday, protesters projected this onto the side of the Embarcadero, calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. And these performers rappelling down the side of the Transamerica Pyramid building also making the same demands. So as the world watches as President Joe Biden meets with top world leaders like Chinese President Xi Jinping and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, city leaders say they're ready for anything.
In San Francisco, we're used to dealing with a lot of protests. Throughout the year, we probably have at least one protest somewhere in the city every day. So our officers are really skilled at handling those, facilitating First Amendment activities.
The protests during APEC are sure to impact people throughout the city of San Francisco.
But having protests in the city at the same time where we have dignitaries in the city is going to make things a little more difficult to get around.
Police say they're ready.
We've got all hands on deck. We'd have other agencies from around the state and the Bay Area that are helping us, namely the California Highway Patrol, who sent us, a large number of officers.
Last week, the San Francisco Chief of Police announced that his entire department has been mobilized. This is the first time in decades.
Which means every able-bodied officer will be working. And we'll be working 12 to 14-hour shifts. We'll have coverage daytime and nighttime. And our goal is to be prepared for anything and everything that may come our way.
And tonight, protesters along Market Street say they're standing in support of Palestinians and again are calling for a ceasefire. Tomorrow morning, climate activists will rally and then march to demand that Citibank and ExxonMobil stop funding fossil fuels. We're live in San Francisco. Suzanne Fon, ABC 7 News.
Okay.